price base capital more important than making money. If you want to lock your trade, you also want to protect downside at the same time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of AmericanDreamTrading.com's live futures education and training broadcast. This is an outreach of AmericanDreamTrading.com, which was founded by, is owned by, is ran by, is incorporated by Chad Christian, who we affectionately call Coach. And we're glad that you could be here today. And we call him Coach for a specific reason, because he coaches us through the muddy waters of everything investing, such as stocks, stock options, crypto, and what we are talking about here today, futures. He also educates us on day trading, swing trading, long-term investing, dividend investing, covered calls, cash secure puts, you name it. If it can be invested in, Coach educates us on how to do that. And we're glad that you could be here with us today. If this is your first time being here, ask that you click that subscribe button and make sure you click that notification button also, so that you do not miss any of our upcoming broadcasts. And make sure you get those, click that share button also. I'd appreciate it if you would share this. I'm typing here while I'm trying to talk. I can't do two things at once. If you would help share this broadcast, we would greatly appreciate it. Again, my name is Mark McCullough. I'm one of the 20 moderators here at AmericanDreamTrading.com, and we are focusing here during this 2 to 4 o'clock hours. Boy, am I just all tongue-tied today, of everything investing, and specifically here today, the futures trading market. So if you have any questions, feel free to type your questions down in your social media chat box, and we will do our best to answer your question live as time allows. And we'll also take a walk around the block and everything futures and see what's going on with the futures markets. May even conduct some live trades, and we will also answer your questions. Your questions is what makes the show. That's the reason we are here. We're here to provide you a little bit of education as an outreach of AmericanDreamTrading.com, with the hopes that you'll want to up your education sometime in the future and grab one of our memberships. And we currently have a promo going on with our memberships. We have our Diamond membership. That is the membership to end all memberships. It's a lifetime membership in everything that we have here at American Dream Trading. You'll be able to trade stocks, stock options, crypto, and futures. It also includes everything that we've ever created, any materials we've ever produced. You get instant access to everything from day one of putting this all together. So check that out. It also gives you the mentorship classes with Coach, which is a 1 hour a week on Thursdays, actually, session with Coach in a small group setting. That membership is a standalone membership, and that alone is $500 a month, so $6,000 a year if you pay it monthly. So you can see the value right now. This Diamond lifetime membership, and I don't know if we have any left, but you can check it out. I think we do have a couple for $5,000. One payment, one time. Never, ever, ever, ever pay again. Matter of fact, I wish I'd have had that one. Believe me, I've bought all the different memberships since I've joined American Dream Trading, and I've paid out a good bit of money over the years. And you know what I found? Every time I bought another membership added to my portfolio, I always made my money back on my memberships in a very, very short time. One of them was even the same day. Picked up a piece of information that I wasn't aware of previously, and I made my money back the same day. Will you be able to do that? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not guaranteeing you will. I did. Results may vary. How's that? How's that for a disclaimer? Speaking of disclaimers, neither I nor anyone else associated with American Dream Trading are licensed financial advisors, and as such, we cannot offer financial, investment, or tax advice. Everything you see on my screen, everything you hear come out of my pie hole is for educational purposes only. So as you remember that, and you'll see the disclaimer scrolling across your screen over there on the social medias. Now on TikTok, if this is your first time here, I apologize. This is the view that I have to use with my system. I'm unable to connect the streaming software with TikTok like Coach is able to on his system. He has a totally different system than I do, obviously. So you will not have the full screen view here. I would highly, highly encourage you to go over to YouTube and go to our channel, American Dream Trading, for the full screen best audio experience, because you are literally looking at my iPad pointed at my screen. And this is I can assure you, this is not the optimum view. Matter of fact, you won't be able to see a lot of things on your TikTok feed. But if you want to stay on TikTok, that's fine. Do whatever you want. Better experience would be over on YouTube, and it would be literally the full screen and audio, because on the audio you're getting is what my iPad picks up here, sitting next to me. So if you do have any questions, feel free to type them into that chat box. All right. Also, the other benefit of being over on the YouTube, our moderator Doug has been so gracious to post our promotional links over there for our memberships. And that's only available over on YouTube on our live chat feed. And there's also another thing you're missing out on TikTok is over on our YouTube live feed. Doug has also posted, Coach is giving away $1,000 cold, hard cash. All you got to do is enter that sweepstakes. No purchase required or any commitment on your part. All it's basically doing, it's the Gleam software within our website. And it just has you go and visit like our website or social media platforms. There's up to 10 things you can do, and each one of those that you do, you get one additional entry into the sweepstakes for up to 10 the first day, and then you can come back every day and add one more. You can get one more entry. So I would guarantee you that your odds of winning this are better than winning a lottery ticket. Now, $1,000 is a lot less than what a standard lottery ticket is. I get that. But anyway, it's $1,000 cold hard cash, total random drawing. Nobody at American Dream Trading is even drawing the winner. It's done by that Gleam software. So it's a totally random drawing. This could be your very first time visiting us here today, and you go do that, and you could even win. You don't have to be a paid member. And because it is a totally random drawing done by the actual software, even our paid members are allowed to enter this drawing. So we don't have any of that, employees, members, their spouses and family are not eligible to participate, right? Because there could be some people accuse you of having some shady business going on, right? One of your family members win. But this is 100% totally random. We have no control over who the winner will be. It would be a totally random thing from all entries submitted. So head on over there to YouTube, our live chat. Make sure when you go over there, by the way, you click that subscribe button. Same way. You should always have a backup social media feed anyway, right? What if YouTube goes down? Well, you can go over to TikTok. What if TikTok goes down? Well, you can go over to YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or Twitter or Instagram or X, Kick, Rumble, all the major social media platforms. We are on them. Another benefit of over there on our YouTube channel is that you all have access to over 2,000 absolutely free training videos that you can watch at your leisure. If you want to know about Coach's 2-minute EWO strategy, well, guess what? There's a boatload of videos over on that very thing. You want to learn about scalping? There's things over there on that. You want to learn about swing trading? There's videos on that. So there's a whole bunch over there just for you to watch it whenever you feel like it, right? Over 2,000 of them. So yeah, I've been running around all day. I'm a little discombobulated. I was running around taking care of some personal business I left the house at 8:30 this morning, so I just got back in time for the live. So been running around, been a hectic day. However, that didn't stop me from making money today. I was sitting in a waiting room today, not a doctor's office waiting room, but I was sitting in a lobby waiting, and I made $7,000 while I was sitting there. Might as well make best use of your time. Sad thing was I didn't think of it right away. I probably sat there 20 minutes before I opened up my cell phone and traded on my phone. I'd made some money early this morning. Starting about 5 a.m. I was up trading. I traded till about a little bit, maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning, and I cut it off, and Coach came on, listened to Coach for a while, and then I had to leave at 8:30. So Had a good day today, as did many of our members here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Make sure you head over there. Website, grab that free Discord also. Scroll down about halfway. Get you instant access to our stock lounge where you can interact with other members of American Dream Trading. You can ask questions, discuss trades, anything you want in there. So check that out. Totally free is free. Anyway, let's see if we got any questions yet. I don't see any. I see J Dog, welcome back, and Doug and Ralph over there on YouTube, and see all the people over there at TikTok. We're a little bit light today over there on TikTok. I don't know what's going on. People missing out or what? So, by the way, speaking of YouTube, make sure you guys click that thumbs up. Less than half of you have smashed that thumbs up button. Based on, matter of fact, only about a third of you have. So go over there, smack that thumbs up button. That helps our algorithm. I appreciate it. I'll check it in about 5 minutes because it shows me how many's watching live and how many thumbs up there are. Right now, it's only about a third. So if you could do that, thank you very much. All right, let's take a quick walk around the block here, see what's going on. As I say every day, usually gold, energy, and the currency sectors inside of futures. Generally, the volume drops off about this time of the day. Agriculture pretty much ceases to a halt. Most things do quit trading by 2:30 on agriculture. So I did well on gold myself personally today. I see it looked like it did very well today. Had some nice drops down, some nice rises up, some nice drops down, up and down. Got a little bit of chop there at the beginning of the New York session. You'd have struggled to make money there. There's a lot of money to be made, but you have to be an expert scalper by the looks of it. Another nice big run down there, about a quarter until 11. Nice EWO. That's one of the things we say all the time. Well, we may not have a good EWO this time, but if you sit and wait, one will form. So the spoils go to those who are patient enough to wait for that to happen. And look at the money. Gee, many Christmas. That's a boatload of money there. I sure hope we had a bunch of members in. I was gone during that time. Or no, that's when I was trading. Yeah, I would have been up. That's when I was trading. I traded part of this. I don't remember which part because I wasn't in it all that long. Yeah, this is the one it was that time. Yeah, it was before 11. Man, that's 183 tick drop at $10 a tick. That's $1,800 on one little contract of gold just in that. Imagine you had 5 or 10 of those, right? 18 grand. Oof. There you go. Same thing with the indices. Indices were nice today. I was going to play them this morning, and I kind of just, I don't know, some reason I went to gold at that time. I don't know which one would have been the better play. But yeah, look at that. Even same thing, 11:30. Look at that EWO. Wow, very good. So these things happen. Look at that. Holy moly. You guys were in this at 10 o'clock, weren't you? Look at ES all the way up. What a play that was. That's just easy money. That's click the mouse and just count your money as it's being made type of EWO there. That's a rare thing there. That don't happen. Goes up all. There's 148 there. That's even a better play than what the gold was going down. 148 ticks times 12.5 a tick. That's $1,800. One little contract all the way up there. Imagine if you had 5 or 10 of them. Same thing coming back down. You had to rode that up for whatever I said, $1,800. You could have rode that back down for another 100, about the same amount, up and down. $3,700, let's say, all the way up and down. 2 trades, long and one short. That would have been $3,600, and you would have made a total of 4 mouse clicks, sitting in your basement in your underwear. How's that for a job? How is that? Can you picture that in your life? Is that better than going to a 9-to-5 job? Getting yelled at and being unappreciated for what work and knowledge that you have? Well, guess what? When you're a day trader, you get rewarded for those very things, the work that you put into it and the knowledge and the skills that you've acquired over time, right? And that's what we do here at American Dream Trading. We teach you how to do these things. We want to help you develop a skill, and I'm talking skill, that you will acquire over time. It doesn't happen overnight, that you can use to make money in the markets, right? We teach you how to make money when the market goes up. We teach you how to make money when the market goes down. And we teach you to how to make money even when the market goes sideways. So you don't have to be dependent on somebody shouting out, buy now, sell now, right? That doesn't teach you anything. That's not teaching you a skill. I just listen to somebody yelling at you to buy and sell. Well, when that person disappears now, what do, right? What if he's not connected that day or he quits his internet feed, right? Gives up his social media thing. Well, with us, we're just the opposite. We want to educate you. We are an education company, education and training. It's what we focus on. We will never tell you when to buy or sell. You have to make that decision on your own, and we help you develop those skills. So if you're tired of your 9 to 5 job, right, and you want to pursue possibly look into day trading full time like I do, am I suggesting you quit your job and come and do this? Absolutely not. Right? You want to get yourself in a good, better financial standing. You want to take your time. You want to learn how to do this first. Get the education, right? And you learn it one step at a time. And sooner or later, one day you'll wake up and like, hey, I got these skills. And guess what? Neither I or coach or anybody else here will be able to take them skills away from you. If we quit broadcasting tomorrow, after you have them skills, you'll have them. Nobody can take it away from you. So I know if Coach would shut down American Dream Trading forever, I could still sit here and do this every day. Would I want to do it without American Dream Trading? No, because it's the community is probably the most important thing to me in day trading, because day trading is a very lonely profession. You're sitting in your bedroom, or like I am in my basement, just clicking a mouse. Imagine having no interaction with anybody, right? We make jokes about kids living in their mom's basement playing video games all day, right? How long would they sit there doing that if they weren't interacting with other people online, right? And that's what drives that joke, right? So, and my wife used to say the same thing about me. You're on there with your fake friends that you don't even know who they are. It's like, yeah, what's your point? It's a lot of fun, right? Then with day trading, it can be lonely. So having a sense of community, we have one of the largest stock trading communities out there in the world, and we can interact with each other, and we can ask each other questions and lift each other up when they're down, and give each other courage, celebrate successes, be with people when they have losses, right? But they're able to ask questions. You have a mentor with Coach, who has over 33 years in the market. I would believe he would know what he's talking about. Obviously, he does, because I've been doing this. This is the start of my this is my third year of trading, and I'm doing it full time for the last 2.5 years now. I started my third year in January. I've been more successful year after year after year. So, and all I did was embrace what Coach was teaching, listening to the sound of his voice. You'll hear him say that from time to time. But you got to come with an empty cup. You can't bring any preconceived notions. You just need to leave whatever you have at the door and come in here and embrace what we're trying to educate you on. And you can slowly build yourself. And if you want to make this a full-time career, you can do that, right? So it's what I did. I retired because of this. So best decision I ever made in my life. I don't have a 9 to 5 job anymore. Matter of fact, it's a 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. job
It's
now.
much longer now.
Yeah, it's much longer. But where else are you going to have this much fun, right? I show up because I enjoy it. I enjoy learning. I enjoy trading. I enjoy the lifestyle. Yeah, we joke we're in here 12 hours plus a day, plus, especially with the futures market, we can trade 23 hours a day. So our day can never end if we don't want it to. We can literally interact with each other for 24 hours a day, because there's always somebody up roaming the halls. But the other thing is, I have the freedom of time, just like today. I had stuff I had to do, so I went and did it, right? That's the beauty of it. You can work if you want to trade for an hour and be done for the day, go watch TV the rest of the day, go out to the pool or whatever you want to do, whatever you like to do for fun, then you have the opportunity to do that. You can trade anywhere in the world that there's a internet connection, right? I've traded on all my vacations since joining American Dream Trading. Man, I just can't talk today. My tongue doesn't want to work. I was at my appointment today, and actually, I was getting a new car. And while I was waiting on the paperwork to get completed, I sat there and traded. Made $7,000 sitting there trading. So, and as a matter of fact, not quite. My earnings today almost paid for that car alone. Almost, not quite, about 3/4 of it. So, had a good morning also. Now, I already paid for that car before on one of the other trading days I had. So, yes, I paid cash for a car. So, just because of one day's trading at American Dream Trading. And I've repeated that over and over and over and over. So,
What model was it, Mark? What
what's
model?
that?
What model?
Oh, I just got a Toyota
Toyota.
RAV4. That's all. Nothing fancy. Just a Toyota RAV4.
Not a hybrid?
No, we don't drive enough miles for to make that even. We only had 15,000 on the last one we had for 3 years. So it's only driven by a little old man and a little old lady driving to church on Sundays. We just got to the point in our life now we're not, we used to get in the car and go drive 8, 12 hours to vacation, right? We want to go to the ocean, that's a 12-hour drive, right? We just we're over that. If we can't fly there, we ain't going. And matter of fact, the last one, when we went to Miami Beach, we flew down and we Ubered the whole time. We didn't even rent a car this time. So that's the way to do it. I ain't even renting a car anymore. We're going to Uber
Press
everywhere.
1 if you are calling about a Connect for Help Exchange account or plan.
No, we're not
Press
there,
2 if you are
CMAC.
calling.
Open mic. There's one of the dangers of having an open mic. You're welcome there, CMAC. I muted you. What else we got? Okay, so anybody got any questions? You feel free to type them in there. Right? There we go. All right. And we're getting spammed. So we're going to have to take care of all that. I appreciate your message. I agree with your message that you're doing, but this is a thing about Doug. You want to help take care of that if you're available? I'll do it also. We're getting a raid spam right now.
Where is it at?
I
don't see it.
on TikTok.
Let me refresh.
Yeah, just go ahead and block them all. And they're on a raid here, spamming us.
On the ADT coach.
Hang on, maybe did my ADT connect? Oh, maybe my ADT. Oh, that's what happened. Sorry, I was on the wrong channel. Something else popped up. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, I got the button right there. I'm ready.
All right. I don't know what happened. I must have lost my connection on my I didn't lose my TikTok feed. I just lost it on where I'm monitoring it, and it loaded up some other channel. I'm like, what in the world's going on? I thought we were getting raided, raid where they come in and spam your channels. Never mind. Hey, Chinese fire drill, right? At least I knew you reacted. Thank you, Doug. It's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. This was a test of the emergency broadcast system. Tech Daddy over there on TikTok, thanks for your question. What is this charting software? I'm glad you recognize it as charting software. That's exactly what it is. What you see on my screen is TradingView. Now you're getting a very lousy view of it. If you're over on our YouTube channel, you would get the full screen view. This is TradingView. You can get this at tradingview.com. Has nothing to do with American Dream Trading in any way. It's a totally independent charting software. It's used worldwide. It's probably one of the most popular. That you can go to tradingview.com and take a look at it. I love it. It's my personal preference. Matter of fact, I'm able to hook up my broker, which is Webull, to it, and I can trade through this TradingView software and actually make real trades with my account linked to it. Now you will see here that I clearly on a paper trading account. It says it down here at the bottom. It says it elsewhere here too, don't it? Or is that the only place that says it? I guess the only place it really tells you it's paper trading is down here at the bottom. Again, over on TikTok, you will not be able to see. This is about as good as it gets because of I cannot hook to the streaming service that connects to TikTok. So I have to point my iPad. So if you want a better view, go over to American Dream Trading. Now, what you are seeing on the screen, this is Coach's 3.0 indicator. This is a preview. It's not been officially released yet, but as a moderator, I'm kind of helping beta test it, if you will. Not that I'm any great software whiz or anything, but I found a couple little things that I suggested to them. And you get this with your paid membership, whether you have the Diamond, the Futures, the Crypto, the VIP Gold members get this as part of their membership. The Premium membership, in other words, our base membership, that's $125 a month, this is not included. And you have to have a subscription to TradingView, which you can get on your own. It only works in TradingView. It's about roughly 15 bucks a month for the base plan, and that's all you really need to start out with. And you can take a look at that. I love it. This is what I use every day to make my money. I use coaches indicators to help make my decision on when to enter a trade and when to exit a trade, and when to shed my holdings if I need to. And the paid members are laughing out loud, spitting out their soup as they're listening to me talk. But this will also help me if I want to make that, if I would want to shed this, using coaches shedding strategy. This helps make those decisions also. Hobby collecting. What membership do you recommend to get that someone ready at least paper trading? Honestly, I would get the VIP Gold Complete package. That will give you 12 hours of training every single day, starting at 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. You notice I didn't recommend the Futures membership, right? I'd love to have you here too. It's a standalone membership. We trade from 8:30 a.m. till 4, so it's a few hours. It's 3.5 hours less. But the VIP Gold will get you overall more rounded education on everything: stock options, all that. And with the Futures membership, we're pretty much talking about futures. That's what it was for. Now, we have a promo going on. There's a lifetime membership you can get on that. That would be $8,000. You can make 2 payments, okay, of $4,000 each. However, Coach has a special deal on right now that's even better than that, right? And that would be our Diamond membership, all right? Coach is running a special, and it is limited on how many he's going to do. And I'm not sure how many's left, but I'm sure they're about all gone. Don't hold me to that. I don't really know. I'd rather not assume, right? You know what happens when you assume. The Diamond membership is a lifetime, one-time pay, never ever pay again, so that you can have membership in trading stock options, crypto, and futures. So it's all of the memberships that we have, anything we've ever created, it is much better on YouTube, Tech Daddy. It's every membership, every piece of software or video we've created, documents we created, mentorship program with Coach once a week, which is $6,000 a year by itself if you pay monthly. They have gold breakout rooms, which that's its own separate membership. You have to have a gold membership to even go to them Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We also have workshop classes once a month. And all these things are recorded for you to watch and everything. It's a $5,000 one-time payment, never, ever, ever pay for anything again. And that includes any new products we come out with. And we are there's at least 3 new things we're coming out with that I'm aware of. If we get different memberships or different levels of memberships, nothing is ever charged to you again. You have lifetime access to everything for the rest of your life, including any new products and services that we provide. $5,000 one-time payment. That's less expensive than the VIP Gold lifetime membership at $8,000. So it would be foolish to spend $8,000 when you can spend $5,000, right? I mean, it's just simple math. You need to go over to AmericanDreamTrading.com right now and scroll down. You'll see our membership links. That Diamond membership, you'll click on that. You go to the Diamond membership. If they're still accessible, it's still available, you'll see it. It'll show it automatically for $5,000, one-time payment, never ever pay again. That is a $20,000 normally priced product. It is a $50,000 value if you want to get down to present day value. If you would have bought all of our different a la carte things and all our lifetime memberships, it would be over $50,000. Coach was selling it for $20,000 to give you that good value, but he's got it on a special, very special $5,000 one-time payment, never pay again. Is he going to be here tomorrow or next week? I can't tell you. If you can sell a kidney, sell the kids, sell the wife, sell a car, sell your house, sell the neighbor's kids, sell the neighbor's car, whatever. If there's any way you could scrape that up, I would highly suggest you find a way to do that and grab that, because once they're gone, they are gone, right? So we have a lot of members. Well, there's members. Orklo, he's over there. He's a Diamond member. He can tell you all about it. He's over there in the YouTube chat, right? You ask him, he can tell you, ask him questions. He's a new Diamond member, right? He already was a member and he bought the diamond memberships. So to me, yes, we have all the other promos going on. You can get the standalone futures membership for 4,000, right? Lifetime. 1,000 more, you can get the diamond and have everything we offer. So really the only deal I should be talking about today is that very thing, is that diamond membership. So turn that light back on, please.
You bet them cheeks, Mark.
that's
Diamond
all right.
member here also.
Yep.
The amount of training is just absolute mind blowing. It never ends. It's basically 24 hours a day training over here.
It is, literally, right? You know, because even when we train from 4 p.m. or 4 a.m. to 4 p.m., well, crypto goes 24 hours a day, doesn't it? Futures
Yep, and the
can trade
futures goes
23 hours a day.
23 hours. Yes, it does. And
So-
even outside of that, all the amount of training that coach has is, besides that, is just, and the training never ends.
Never stops. It will melt your mind. It will blow your mind. What you guys see here that we talk about, yeah, we cover some subjects, you know, but you're only seeing the tip of the iceberg. I'm not exaggerating. You know, come in and check us out. But I would go over and grab them diamond 5,000. That's basically the least expensive one, and you get everything. And it's only because it's a special offer, really. So, and these 3.0 indicators that you see on my screen, they come with that too. They're not officially released yet, but it's going to be any day. It's that close. So, bet you coach is just going to say, go ahead and release it. So, I like it. I love it. I'm making all kinds of money with that. So, anyway, get it. Tell them Future sent you. Tell them Mark sent you and Doug sent you. Head on over there and grab that. All right. All right. And also they have if you like trading Apple stocks, stock options, they have the gold comes with that. That comes in that too. That's all they talk about is trading Apple during the day. Those guys over there are just raking into money. David covers that with them. Now, again, we're not telling you when to buy or when to sell. We can't do that. That's against the law. But what we are doing is talking about the trade, talking about different levels, answering memberships questions, training live during the trade as it happens, just like I would do here when I show you. Now, again, this is paper trading money, but I can still execute a trade in real time, even if it is fake money, right? The principle is still the same. So head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com and grab that diamond membership. I don't even really want to talk about the other ones because the diamond includes everything, and it's less than, I mean, it's 1,000 more than what the futures lifetime is, but you're only getting one membership with the futures lifetime, right? So now we also have annuals. You can buy those and pay every year. For example, the futures is $2,500 a year. You pay 2 years, now you've paid for the cost of a diamond membership, and all you have still is the futures membership, right? So until that offer goes away, that is the best offer, and there's really no sense in me wasting my breath on the others, right? Now, if you want to pay annually, that's fine. I realize there's things not for everybody's budget, but I'm just dead serious. Whatever you can do to get that, I would grab that and not even think twice about it. You will have your mind blown. So anyhow, let's move on from that. Let's take a walk around the block. Let's see what's going on. All right, gold. Take a look at gold. What's it doing? Oh, look at that nice little rise, breaking through the double top. It broke and hold above the 9. Now I missed the entry here, the good entry, but I can probably do there's a level right there. I'm going to wait for this to break and hold this level. If it does, I'm going to enter this as a quick scalp. We'll see here what this candle here does. If this stays up above this line, then I'll think about entering it. If it doesn't break and hold above here, I am not going to enter this trade. Why? Because it will more likely then pull back, and then I'll be in a negative trade, right? Well, let me get in a 1 minute candle since I'm scalping, or 1 minute chart since I'm scalping it. All right, there's my break. Am I going to get a hold here? I got about another 15 seconds here to see what this next candle is going to look like. I'm going to be patient here and see if I jumped in that. Just because it broke the line don't mean it was going to stay up there. It did not break and hold yet. Now I got a couple seconds left. See what this next candle is going to do. If this is a confirmation candle and has some energy, I can go ahead and enter this trade, right? I want to see if it's got energy, right? and it looks like it has a little bit. So I'm going to be in this for a quick scalp, get out of it what I can get out of it. And once it go to 232, which is right up here a little bit. So I'm going to grab that. And I'm going to lock in that $400 right there, just like that. Bang, quick cash, right?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Bang,
That's
bang.
fast and easy. $400, quick scalp. Why did I quick scalp that instead of staying in it longer? Because I'm late to the party, right? My entry was actually here, and now I'm up here. Is it still a good trade? Well, let me see what my L2 shows me. They want to sell off at 232, which is right here, basically where my white line's at. I'm going to see for that order to fill, and it did. That order's been filled, so it should be no barriers to upside. However, they are fighting over the price right now. So I'm going to give this a second here and see what happens.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, ma'am. See, this candle here was not a confirmation candle. Go ahead, Kay. Smart.
You mentioned L2.
Can't hear you. Talking to
You
your mic.
mentioned L2.
Yep.
So are you looking at the top or the bottom or all of the numbers?
Yes.
Okay.
If I'm short, I'm looking at the bottom. I'm looking down here to make sure the numbers at the bottom to make sure the numbers are getting smaller. Okay. So that's what I'm looking at. And when I'm looking at the upsides, I'm looking for a wall where it might sell off. Right now on the upside, 33.8 is a wall to sell off. It may pull back a little bit right there, or they may not buy into it because it's too close. Now, crap. They just changed it, dropped it down to, I see it changed while I was talking there. I got distracted. So I shouldn't have entered this trade to start with.
Sorry.
No. It's paper money. It's not real, but
No,
I'll wait.
because I know we've talked about this, but I still constantly, my eye goes to the whole thing. I look at both sides and not just the bid or just the ask. And I know
Yep.
you've said if you're in a short, you want to look at the bid.
Yes, that is correct. If I'm in a long, I'm looking over here on the
Yep.
right side. So looking for that wall. I forgot what I was doing there for a moment. I said I was waiting on that confirmation candle, and there wasn't one. And then I looked over here, seeing the wall. It's like, oh, it's going to go up to there, and I jumped in too soon. That's just from looking at it.
It's a story of my life.
Yeah, well, I was talking at the same time. What was I just now? I was distracted, right? So again, folks, don't feel bad. This is paper trading. It's not real, but I still treat it like a paper trading. I still get upset when I'm paper trading, trying to learn something, and it doesn't go my way. Now that I already told you what I was waiting on, and I just jumped in there. I guess I've been running around all day. So this would not be a good time for me to be trading on a normal basis, even if we weren't doing this live show, because I've been just like running around. My frame of mind is not the way it should be. You know what I mean? To do that. How much did I put to get in that trade? That $400? Is that what it was? I don't know, what size was that? That was a 20 contract trade of gold, and gold's what, $1,500 for ES. So 1,500 times 20. That was a $30,000 trade, but I made $400 in what, 3 seconds? Right. Apple's earnings are after the bell closes, after 4 p.m. Right. Now again, hobby. This is my paper trading account, so it's not real money. But again, I still want to treat it that way. Somebody have a question? Did you, Dave?
I did. I did. Using that DOM, do you ever set a buy limit at down at say on the 9?
No, personally I don't know. No, personally I do not do that. I just have not taken the time that I need to actually, spend a day and master this. I know how it works, right? But for me to sit here and pick the exact box I want and all that, no, I don't personally trade using that price ladder. A lot of people do. They do set limit orders. I'm a market in, market out. They're clicking one button and get out. To me, this is an extra step that I really don't want to deal with. And you could do it with the price ladder, which this is the easiest way to do it, right? If I want to get in here, I can just click it, puts a limit order. If this pulls down there, it's going to fill it, right? Bam, I'm in. I'm predetermined. Now I can move it too, right? So I can move it up a hair or move it down a hair or adjust it after I get in right there. Now I was up $400. You see that for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't trade this way. I keep saying I'm going to do it just to do it, but I just never have yet. I just not put the effort into it.
Well, could you use that L2?
I use my L2 and, You know, I like
Instead of buy order at the bottom there, where there's
Yep.
211. I'm on my phone. I can't see the number, but there's
Yeah,
there's a buy order with 11 at the
yeah,
bottom.
right.
could set 'em.
So yes, that especially if you want to wait in the weeds for it to come down to you, right? And yeah, see right now I'm up $1,400, and you can get a more precise buy. In market, you're going to get filled at where you get filled, and you're going to like it, whether you like it or not, right? But I don't worry about that. I just like to click in one button in, one button out, be that one and done, be done with it, right?
The only problem is if it keeps going down.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's well, yeah, that's true. I mean, it ain't different than me entering it on a market on a buy, right? I can enter and it can pull right away, right? There's $400. I'll just go ahead and take
Right.
it, right? So yeah, I could go either way. So what you want to do is make sure you're getting it at a critical level where you want to enter it, right? So yeah, I just have not. I understand it fully and how to do it, right? If I want to go short, I can go over here, right? Now I can go into short, right? Over here, you can see, right? If I want to go long, I click over here, right? There's my little buy limit to the upside, right? So I can do all that. And then you can slide these down and do stop limits. You can even do take profit if you wanted to. But yeah, it's just a personal preference. It's got nothing to do that it's harder. I'm sure if I'd spend a half a day playing around with it, I would probably master it, and then I might end up loving it. Who knows, right? I just don't. I just have it. That's because I'm lazy. I want to click one button, right? Here, my thing's pre-programmed automatically, you know, yada, yada, yada. I go in here, click buy, and all I got to do is click sell, and then boom, and I get out of it, right? So it's that simple. And I can go into the DOM and even use these buttons. That's a turbo trade button. I can come over here and do the same thing, right? So I can come over here and click this button's over to the top left of my screen, which TikTok can't see, and there's my order, right? Bam, it's already in there. And I can make a stop loss, put that in there. You know, there's $400 right there. Well, there was 400 a minute ago. So there's 200 profit just with one click of a button. There's 1,000, right? Back down to 400, back down to 200, up to 400, right? 200, 800, right? 600. See how much that fluctuates, just them little tiny candle movements, right? So yeah, in TradingView, I like it, and every broker has multiple ways to do the same thing. And I can come up here and modify this and change all these things around too. So there's one there, you know, I have the trading widget here. There's 2 ways, you know, I can come down here. There's 3, 4, right? I can do a limit order here, right? I can do the same thing here. So it's just, I don't do it. That's just all it is. I don't know, market. Am I getting the best bang for my buck every trade? No, not every time. But if it's just moving a nice steady motion, I'm getting good fills. Where you lose out is when you get when these big candles take off, and you're like, you jump in, you think you're jumping in here, and it may not fill you until here, right? That's where you get your bad fills at. So, but that's just the way it is. Market is market. You get it where you get it. So, Oxo Financial, what are those indicators? What is that indicator? The one in the background? If you're talking about this is just, this tells you it's gold futures on a 1-minute chart. These here are a level indicator that shows the New York Open, Tokyo Open. It also shows the London Open and close. It shows the highs and lows and all that stuff. There's a lot to it. I have half the stuff unchecked, and I use them basically as drawing a line on my chart, right? So now, if you're asking about these indicators, it's 921.55 VWAP up here and the 200 MA. And this red line here and this green line here is a regression channel. And this light white grayish line in the middle is the middle of the channel, diddling in the middle. So, what do you think are harder? Oh, you're asking Doug. Okay, but I'll answer. Options or futures. I don't know that one's harder than the other. It's just having the knowledge to be able to trade them. I personally trade stock options for no problem for a year and a half. That's all I knew, besides stocks. And then I discovered futures, and I haven't turned back. I probably will never trade another stock option. I love the benefits of futures and all that too. So, all right. Okay, so anyhow, that was on gold. So there was a little bit of volume there, right? We could trade that. But the indices is where most of your volume is going to go. Timo, got your hand up. What's up, Timo?
Mr. Mark.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for taking my call. Hey, your strategy of trading, scalping off the break and hold off the 9, looking at the gold, right? Would you consider the hold at at 242, since the break of 1441 is not really touching or straddling the 9, since it's above the 9?
Down here? 232, did you say?
Like 4 candles back right there. Maybe.
Right here?
No, up more towards the end.
Oh, up here.
Keep going. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. One. Yeah. Those two right there.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it already
so-
broke and hold the 9 clear down here.
Yeah. So that one at 41 up there, since it's really not touching the 9, is really not considered breaking, right? Because it already broke down
Yeah,
there.
it's all right. Right here was your key entry was down here.
Correct.
This was your ideal entry down here on the break and hold above the 9 strategy, right? So, I would enter on one of these 2 candles here and buy and hold right at it way up there, right? That's all profit. Had I done that, right? That's what am I on here? Gold. So it's $10 a tick, right? It's a 100 tick move there. That's $1,000 on one contract, right? What would 10 contracts be? $10,000. If you just did this simple break and hold above the 9 strategy that coach teaches, that I've embraced, so that we're clear, it's not my strategy, it's coach's, one of his
Correct.
many of his trading strategies, just one, and I like it. And as you can see, it was actually turned into an EWO anyway, but that's beside the point. That's not why I entered. I would have entered because of the break and hold here. So yeah, and then you as long as it stays above the 9, was there anything to tell you to get out of this trade, even though there were some pullbacks? Absolutely not, right? Till it breaks and holds below the 9, there's no reason to get out of this trade. Correct?
Correct. Thank you.
But I was late to the party, so I basically was just scalping, just doing a couple, candle scalps. And that's okay too. If it looks like a good trade, you can jump in here and scalp this, right? Is there anything anywhere here that says there's no reason this can't continue going up? You never know when it's going to pull back. So, you get what you get out of it. If I'm in here, if I've already missed my ideal entry, my place where I could have maximized profits, then if I jump in late, I'm going to just scalp it. You saw I was only in that one trade for whatever, 10 seconds, right? So take it and get out. Now here, if I'd have got in, I would have been able to hold this and just let it go, right? One click. So, and I have a stop in place to protect against knife drops. So, all right. So, what else we got? Talk Doug, thank you for answering questions about, the cost to enter these trades is what you have to have in your margin account to make the trade. Once you're in that amount of money, if it's $1,000 or 100,000, doesn't matter. That margin is in your account. You can trade any amount of contracts that amount will let you to trade. Upon exiting that trade, all of that money goes right back in your margin account, and you can immediately not only start trading that money over again, you can also start trading your profits over again. So it's instant settlement of your funds. That's the great thing about trading futures, right? Now, of course, if you lose money, that comes off your account also, but we try not to lose money, but you will lose money. So it's just like an escrow account kind of thing, right? When you place a trade, that your account is debited that money, so you can't try to make double the amount that you have. It doesn't work that way. You can only trade what you have in escrow or in margin. Now you got me saying escrow. All right. What other questions we have? That's about it, really, right now. You guys aren't asking very many questions today. All right, so let's try to do some trading here. Well, let's take a look at, just for giggles, we'll look at the what I trade the euro right now. Well, number one, no, because there's no volume, and number two, it's approaching the 200, so I ain't doing nothing unless that would break and hold above that. Crude oil, let's take a look at crude oil. What's it doing? And again, volume drops off of this. Would I enter this trade to the upside if it had volume, which it doesn't? If it breaks and holds above the 9, but it's going to be a slugfest to get up above this level, and this level. You know, can you squeeze something out of it? Yeah, but the volume's so low, there's not enough energy to push that up. Gold, would I continue to trade this? Well, it's kind of getting heavy now, leveling out. The volume is not as strong this time of the day. So the answer to that would be no. So what that leaves me with? That leaves me with the indices, right? S&P 500, NASDAQ, and the Russells, right? So let's take a look at NASDAQ here, right? NASDAQ's the most volatile, right? Can I trade this trade? Yeah, I could. Right here's where I'm going to worry about right now, though. It's at, well, actually, it's at the previous month's high right now. So definitely am not going to jump in this trade yet. That's what this little green line is here. That's an indicator I have. So I'm definitely not going to enter this trade unless it breaks and holds above that previous month's high. Why? Because that's a level that people are watching. So will I trade it if it breaks and holds above there? Yep, I would not be afraid to enter it then. To the downside, I wouldn't enter it until it breaks and holds beneath the 9 and at least a 21, which it's trying to do right now. It might just be teasing a little bit. It might be a pullback, right? Doesn't mean I can't set up a trade for it. Just put like 5 in there. Go that way. So watch this for a second, see if this is going to break and hold below here or not, or is this just a pullback? Because I have a levels right here where this bottom out. See how these candles here are all lined up? I could pop a line right there, right? See how these all kind of hung out right here? And what did it do? Oh, look at that. It bounced right off that line, didn't it? See that? Look at that wick. It bounced off it before I even noticed it. So, again, if it breaks and holds below that, I can play it down to the 200, get a few bucks out of it that way. Again, do I have any other little minor levels? Well, yeah, I do after the 200, but basically where the 200, this blue line's at, should be good to go. But it's bouncing around right now. It's indecisive what it wants to do. Let me see here on the NASDAQ. Look at the L2 on that one. There's a big order, not a big order, but 27. It's up there a little bit. But if this breaks and hold below this level and a 55, we can enter that. All right, let's give it a second here. If it doesn't, if this bounces again, we'll go look at something else. A lot of day trading is sitting around waiting for your setup that you're looking for. So a lot of twiddling of thumbs or fidget spinners. We're all here at American Dream Trading. We got one member that's got us all into fidget spinners. I'm going to do a quickie scalp on this. I'm going to grab whatever I can out of it. If it keeps pulling, pulls down. This is the candle I've jumped in here early. There I am up 350, 275 on 5 contracts. All right. And my wall is, I lost track of where my wall was at. Come on, you going to pop, eat that wick? Are you going to eat that wick? Yep, you did. That's a good sign. Come on. Keep on down there. Well, it's playing around too much. I'll take the 150. All right. So that quick. It was up, whatever, 400, but I took a 150 out of it. Sat there, couldn't decide, so I decided no more. I'm going to get out of it. And you got to make thoughts up, or you got to make decisions really quick. So,
Mark, real quick.
yes, sir.
Your previous month high, it's one of your indicators. Which one is that, please?
That's the key level indicator.
Is it?
Yep.
Can't seem to get mine to show up.
Check your
Spaceman
settings.
one, isn't it?
Yes. By Spaceman, yes.
Yes, I introduced you all to that one. And it's coming in coaches indicators too, isn't it? I think he said.
Well,
Pieces of it.
It is, but not for not for futures. It's not geared. It's geared for stocks. And it does
Okay.
have the pre-market, previous high, day, and low, and that stuff, yes. It doesn't have for the London, New York, and sessions type of thing in it. Will it maybe in another update? It might. I really don't want to ask them to put that in there just for the simple fact they've worked really hard to get where they're at now. You know what I mean? So watch this trade here. Hey, I don't like sitting here waiting all day. So,
Mine's not loading for some reason.
yeah, maybe reload your whole tab. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe you got a glitch or something. Oh, look at the Russell. What's the Russell doing here? Russell is taking off. What's going on over here? right.
Waiting for it to break and hold that level it's at.
It did. I'm in this trade now. About $450 that quick. I decided, see how fast I decided to get into that trade? Why? Because it just broke it, held above another level there that I had. It's marked on that chart. Now this one doesn't move as much as some of the others. It's not as volatile. Moves about $2 a candle on a 2-minute candle. Right? If I put it on a 1 minute, which I should have it on to start with anyway, for better view, quicker reactions. Well, now I'm down a little bit in the time I was playing around there. So it's stair stepping up nicely. Again, it broke and held above the 9 clear down here. You could have got in and rode that bad boy all the way up there, right? So this is a good trade too still. Now, has it reached its top? I don't know. I don't know where, basically where that blue line's at. So basically where I got in is a top, unfortunately, right? Looking backwards. See where these peaked right here? Back at 10:30 this morning. It's coming back up to that level, and that's why it rejected there. Because I didn't take the second to look back, right? You notice the theme going on with me right now? Is Mark having very good, successful trades? What did Mark say he was doing? He was running around like a lunatic today, right? So what would you say about the psychology of trading as far as Mark McSee is right now? You see him make 2 bad choices in a row here? Maybe Mark McSee ought to put a Jets on his trading today, right? So I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. I'll take that $2,400 loss because I don't know if this is going to fall further, right? So that you have to do sometimes in real life. Thank you for them roses, those likes and follows, everybody over there on TikTok. Appreciate it. Oh, look who's here. Could it be? It is the one, the only, my favorite, Vegan Knowledge over there on our YouTube live feed. Hey, Vegan, how's it going? Did I ever tell you you're my favorite? Because you are. Nice to have you here.
Thanks a lot, Mark.
Well, everybody can't be my favorite, C-Mac. I got to pick and choose sometimes.
Sure.
I know I break the gals' hearts every now and then, but I just...
You hear him coming after my sweetie?
Yeah, no.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey. Or as I would say...
Oh, yeah.
We just moved it on over a channel, huh, Dawn?
Yep, pretty much.
How do I determine my stops? Jeffrey asked me over there on YouTube live chat. Well, that is probably the hardest adjustment I had to make when I came to start trading futures from trading stock options. Coach has a rule of 25 to 40% for your stops upon entry, trading stock options. We didn't really have that over here on futures, so we kind of figured it out. I basically started with a 30% number and played with that and realized, it's a little bit too big. So with just playing around basically with the ATR, have figured out where I like my stops. I enter all my trades with a 25 tick stop as my standard. Yours might be more or less. I find 25 ticks after experimenting tends to work pretty good. A tick in the indices, there's 4 ticks to a point. So in essence, 4 goes into 25. How many times? 6 gives you 6 points of movement. An average movement on, Russell's average on movement's only like 1. But you get an ES, its average is about 3 to 4. The NASDAQ, that's a different story. I don't know what it's running today. It's on a 1 minute. It is running like 11. So that gives you not only the average movement, but also gives you a little bit more. Does that mean I'm going to let it fall that far on purpose? Right? No, it doesn't mean that at all. Why am I getting this pullback on the ES? I could be playing that too. Man, there's all kinds of stuff going on here. I'm going to play with this one until it gets down here to this double bottom. There's my stop up here. That's 25. Well, that says 24. I don't know why. It's programmed for 25. What? You're willing to take a $9,000 loss? No, I'm not willing to take a $9,000 loss, but if this would knife drop and go back in me, well, it is what it is. But you do have to give it room to breathe. And I know on the ES, I need at least $3 to $4 or points of movement. So from 660 to 660, 3 to 4. and that could go, either way on one candle. So if my stop is too tight, if I have it clear down here, look at this candle here, right? Look how much this candle moved. So if I had my stop too tight, if this was that candle in play right now, I would have got stopped out. So you got to give it room to breathe, right? So, and it will gyrate up and down sometimes depending on what the day's like, right? And the volume and everything. So I got in this. I'm keeping my stop up here. Actually, I would keep my stop right here. Tell you the truth, it would be less. So I'm going to keep my stop right there above that for now because I don't have the ideal setup. I got VWAP down here, 200 down here. I got the Asia high level here. I got a minor level right over here. It's not real strong, but it's there, right? So basically, I'm aiming for this point right here. But if it pulls back on me, then it pulls back on me. There's not much I can do about it. Now, if I sit here and watch it go all the way up there, then, oh well, shame on me. There's no real reason to take a huge loss on purpose. Now, knife drops you can't control. But right there, see, I'm going to get out right before it hits that line, right? I'm going to give it one. If it pops one more time, or if it don't, I'm getting out, right? We'll see what happens here. See if it eats this wick, right? Yeah, boy, is this volatile, right? All right, you get one more chance, and that's it. All right, I'm taking your $700 or whatever that said, right? So it was just sitting there too long for my liking on a scalp. So now if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to wait for it to come back down, but I'm not going to do anything. It's this one's just jumping around. What was we looking at? Or the Russell? What was we looking at? NASDAQ. Oh,
MES will be coming up on a 2-minute EWO if you want to look at those. I don't know if you're just scalping or.
I'm doing anything. I'll do it all. I don't care.
All right, well, look at on the 2-minute. Look at MES. Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out, man.
Check. Yeah, it's not going to be that great of one, though. Why? Because it's in the middle between VWAP, and, well, it's between the indicators and the 200 and VWAP to the downside. Can I play it down there? Yeah. There's not a lot of wiggle room there, but there's money you can make there, right? If it breaks and holds below the 55, and I think this is just going to fall apart.
I don't think it's going to make it.
It's in a bad spot right now. It's stuck between, you got the New York Open, the Asian high, you got the pre-market high over here on the upside. I got VWAP and the 200 down here to the downside. Will I play this if it breaks? Yeah, if it breaks and holds below the 55, but I probably won't because by the time two candles get formed, it'll be at the 200 and it may bounce right off of it again. So my real down play is below VWAP, right? And right now they're just diddling in the middle, right? There's the middle of the channel, right? It's just consolidating right now. Nobody can decide what they want to do here. Now, does that mean I can't scalp that? Nope, don't mean that at all. I can scalp that all day long, right? But I don't want to give you the impression that's how you do it every day, all day long. Some days you do, but you got to let things run. Would I trade oil? No, because it's low volume right now at this time of the day. What do we got? See gold, it's just got real heavy. So we'll wait for a setup here. There's a break of the 9. Is this going to break and hold above? Well, if it does, I might get a quick trade in there. We'll see what happens, right? This candle doesn't have a lot of motion, and you have all these levels here that you got to break through. So if I would get into this on a break and hold above the 9, do you see any energy in that confirmation candle it's trying to form there? Absolutely not. It's just sitting there. Look, now it's turning red. So that's why you want to be patient on the breaks of any indicators or any critical levels. So anyway, as far as stops go, I just determined 25 was a good for me. May not be good for everybody. It gives it enough room to move and breathe without getting stopped out all the time. And I didn't arrive at that number overnight either. So it was a lot of experimentation, what worked for me.
You're on a 2-minute.
Yep. I was looking to see here. She was talking about EWO, and I just never changed it back, but thank you. So, again, did it break and hold above? Nope. If I'd have jumped in that, what would I normally say about what kind of trade this is there at CMAC? Trash.
Yeah, it's trash.
Right now. Subject to change at any minute, right? Well, the Russell's got a nice stair step up, right? So, is this staying above the 9? Has it stayed respected it all the way up? Yeah. I'll ride this up a little bit. It's above the middle of the regression channel. The 9's following it up nicely. The volume is a little low on it right now. You can see, look at the volume bars down here. They're down, losing a little volume, but not meaning I can't scalp this. I might have to wait here for a little while. As long as it stays above the 9, I'll be good. I'll stay in it. We'll see what happens here. You know, now I'm up $150, right? Anybody want $150 for free? Raise your hand if you do. All right. Everybody would take 150, right? I could have took it there.
I take it.
Yeah, well, get in this trade and you can make it yourself.
I'm in it.
Oh, okay. You've been in it, haven't you?
Yep.
There you go. Any reason to get out of this trade yet?
Nope.
There you go. It's riding a 9, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm up 750. I'm up 900 now. I'll just stay in this trade. I'll show you. Now, what I'm looking at is this regression channel up here, this big old fat green line. Do I have any other levels? Probably, because I don't have this charted out, right? And what did I show you the other day? How do we do that? Real quick, if I don't have any lines, I don't want to guess. I can put it on a 4-hour chart real quick, charted the levels that above where we're at currently. Let's see if I get my chart to move here. What do I see behind me here? I got some things there. I can pop a line on. I got it. Wrong button. All right, wrong button. Here we go. Try this again. Put a line right there. I'm going to 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 come back down here, catch this one down here, and this one down here, because I'm not sure where it's at this second. So that'll give me something to shoot for anyway. See if that's what I wanted or what I needed in this trade. Didn't really gain much there, did I? Big gaps. But I did get a couple lines up there. So I'm just going to use this regression channel right now as my next guide right here, this big old green line. A lot of work to get up that high. I'm still above the 9. Now, if that breaks and holds beneath the 9, I will get out. Unless these lines start squeezing closer together, then I would use the 21. Right now, this is my stop. I'm going to move my stop up just below the 21, which is that purple line. Right now, it's getting a little heavy. Getting a little heavy. It's not time to panic yet. Well, Mark, you're down $700. Yeah, okay. You have to be able to accept some element of risk to give it a minute to see what's going to happen. If it pulls, I'll rip the Band-Aid off. Right? You never know when you enter a trade how far up it's going to go or how far it's down it's going to go. That's why you want to get in at the optimum time. And this was not the optimum time. I'm just jumped in for the ride. And maybe this ride is coming to an end. We'll see here. I'm not panicking yet. Right? So these are just the things you learn as you go. How patient can you be? Right? Did everybody freak out seeing how much money was being lost there? Well, now I'm not losing as much. I'm still down 900,000. Okay, now comes my chance side here. I'm getting out. Just going to let go of the 9. All right. Yep, there's my stop. It's hit below the 21, which is where I had my stop set. Can this go back the other way? Or can I break and hold below that and make money when it goes down? So there's a good example. I got in late to the party instead of getting in at the optimum time, which is for the way I trade. What's going on here? The break and hold in this case was clear down here, right? I could have rode that up. Well, then it broke here. So now it came back up. Right here is where I should have got in on this trade, and then I could have rode that up. But I
Mark,
jumped in
MES on the 2-minute. Go check it. It's doing it now.
Nope,
it's doing it, but it's still above VWAP. Sorry, but
yep, I wouldn't. It's okay. You're
Yeah.
recognizing a pattern, right?
yeah.
I still aren't going to touch this until it breaks and holds below VWAP. So this is the power of our community. People will say something, call it out. It doesn't necessarily mean it is not an inducement to buy. It's hey, go look at it. So she called
touched
that
it.
out, look at it, and she said, well, it's at VWAP, but that's okay. The next couple candles could break right through that, right? And it could go to the downside.
I touched it first, Doug.
I took the scalp down to the 200 on the 1 minute.
There you go. Well, I talked about doing that right earlier, but that was So right now we're at VWAP. It might want to hold. What am I on here? ES. There, get my L2 up so I can see if there's any walls to the downside. I don't see any in particular.
No, it's a fist fight the whole way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mess with it right now.
It is a 2-minute EWO. However, we've been educated that you got to evaluate the big picture. Part of that big picture right now is everything's behind us except, well, now 200 is not behind us. It was there a minute ago. You got to get VWAP behind us. Then everything will be in our rear view mirror.
And this candle, this one, this candle's not red, not done yet. Could gotta wait till the end of it, right? Before if you were to get in on the 2-minute, shouldn't you wait till the end of the second candle?
Well, even then, you have to consider that what direction is your trend in?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Do
Yeah, but
do you
I
wanna
mean,
get-
just for I don't know.
Do you want to get in a counter EWO? Does it
I
have
like-
enough
I get
does it
in
have
on
enough
2-minute.
strength?
I'll get in on 2-minute EWs and then like turn them into a scalp sometimes. Like if I don't want to stay through it, I'll get out.
Right.
But I like it for an entry, sometimes not,
Yeah.
it depends. Yeah.
Yep. Well, speaking of good entries, one of our members, who I will not name, has a son, and his name is Keith. So there's lots of Keiths in the world. That member was sharing with us today about what an outstanding gold trade her son had, and this member is very proud of what things that Keith has learned just by listening to the sound of Coach's voice over time. And he played a 2-minute EWO, I believe it was on gold, if I'm not mistaken, and did extremely well, really well. So anybody can learn to do this from 18 to 80. And we do have members that are in their 80s, and then everything in between, like me. So always be aware who might be watching you. You may be training up the next day trader, not even realize it at first, right? You could have 10 kids and maybe
There
one
he
of
is
them
on
will want to
YouTube.
do it, right? So the story as it was relayed today, man, I have never met this person in my life, but man, I was even proud of how well Keith did. So if you happen to be listening, attaboy, way to go. You're learning one step at a time.
He's on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
So Christina, real quick,
go ahead.
Yes.
you see why we don't want to get into that?
Oh, yeah,
Because not only
absolutely.
do you have the 200 but VWAP, but you also have the bottom of that trend line, and that bottom of the trend line, believe it or not, is a very, very powerful wall.
Yeah.
Oh, Keith's in here. I just now noticed.
Yeah, dude, that's what I said.
I'm
He
sorry.
just
I
said
didn't
that. He's in
notice.
YouTube. Oh, you thought he meant he's
well,
on
there you go,
YouTube.
Keith. I did hear
Oh,
about your
he's
trade
in
today
here.
in gold. That was fantastic. Congratulations.
Mark, you're such a
dude.
boomer.
Congratulations, dude. Well, I'm looking at my chart. I'm waiting for this to break below the VWAP, and it won't do it. Oh, I didn't realize he came in here. Oh, good for you. Good job. Good job.
Good job.
There you go. There's a cheer for Keith. So imagine where this young man's going to end up going once he learns everything he needs to learn.
Oh my God. I wish I could have known this when I was that young. Oh,
Oh,
man.
Yeah,
only.
Keith.
If only.
If only, right?
And I will tell you that this young man who's hasn't even graduated high school yet, technically, he's a legal adult, so he can trade. But he's just starting on in his adventure. So we're excited for his potential in the future. If this decides something he wants to do, then good for you, right? So you've seen what other people do. I know he listens in, even to coach and stuff, and he's picking up a lot of these things. So
Drive up there.
that's great for you. Good news. Excited for you in your future. If this is what you want to do.
5:30, suppose.
All right. Yeah, sorry. Good thing you said that. I didn't even pay attention. He said, I'm here. Oh, okay. Scalping strategy. Who teaches scalping at ADT? We all do. Coach even teaches on it. Where do you think we learned it? If you're able to get into pre-market starting at 4 a.m. if you have a VIP or higher membership, that's a great training ground also. I don't believe you're at that level there yet.
And
Scalping
Ange
strategy.
just did a workshop class on that too recently.
Yes, she did. Yeah, but you have to have the upper memberships to be able to go watch that. But we talk about it every single day, right? Now, scalping is the last thing you need to learn. You need to learn how to do the 2-minute EWO and master that. That is the key to your success right there. Scalping is just another tool in your toolbox. Scalping is the hardest and most risky thing you can do, because every time you click that mouse button, you're putting your account at risk again, right? So if you can learn the 2-minute EW strategy, I would highly recommend you focus all your energies on that. Scalping is an important thing to learn too, but let's learn one principle at a time. I never scalped at all my first year. I did nothing but EWO plays, and I made 6 figures my first year. So take that for what it's worth. Does that mean you will? No, it doesn't mean that at all. But, and I'm not inferring that if you learn that, that's what's going to be what's going to happen. It could. I'm not saying it can't. But you really need to be laser focused on doing the 2-minute EWO. And that will also teach you patience. It will teach you about reading your candles and what's going on during that trade. And once you get that down, then you can start adding other tools to your tool belt, right? You know, nobody starts out building a house by going out and buying all the tools at once, do they? No, they probably end up working for somebody, and all they're allowed to do is swing a hammer, and that's it, right? And then you get to start learning the saws and the power tools and everything else that goes along with it. So step by step, take your time. You know, if you love scalping and you're good at it, that's fine. But yeah, we talk about that all day long. You can even check some of the videos out. It's just basically, I mean, essentially that's what I'm doing. I'm holding a little longer. I'm doing the break and hold above or below the 9. So there's the break of the 9. There's the hold below it. I would enter here. I mean, I'm looking at all my indicators too. This is not a very strong trade. Matter of fact, it's risky. And I'm going to ride that down as long as I can. This would have been a lot of up and down. You'd have had to have some nerves. Sometimes I scalp one candle. Sometimes I let them run. It just depends. You never know, right? I do what it says, but if it pauses, I just get out of the trade, lock in my profits, move
I'm
on
in
to the
it.
next one.
It's a nerve-wracking trade.
You're in ES.
MES.
Why?
Because.
How long you been in it?
A couple minutes.
Why?
Because.
Was this a good place to entry?
No, it was terrible.
Is this what you call waiting for the setup?
Well, I was, and then at the end of the second candle, I got in. I was going to get right out, and then I didn't. Here I am. I know. Yeah. Don't hit me so hard, Mark.
Squirrel! Squirrel!
The public shaming never ends.
Oh, damn it. There it goes. Wrong way. Okay.
Mark is crazy.
I know.
So,
Yep. See,
we
it's
broke
working
one of the
against me.
rules is
Everything
waiting
you
for
should
the
not do.
setup. Waiting for the setup instead of jumping in. There's no place in
Yeah.
there, Miss C-Mac. That
I know. I
said
didn't look
that
at all
was
my
a place to
indicators.
entry. Yeah, okay.
You
Good
caught
for
me
you.
right then. Remember when it happened? But I
Okay.
already jumped right in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You know.
Usually when people start justifying their mistake, you know what that means.
No,
They know
I'm
what
telling
their
you my mistake.
is.
I already knew it was a mistake. I already said I was
Rip the
wrong.
Band-Aid off, my dear.
I am. I'm waiting for this one more. Bloop,
Wait
and then
for
I'm gonna
one more
rip it off.
loss. All
Right
right?
here. No, right here. See, when it gets to the bottom of this candle, that's when I'm
Okay.
getting out.
It's going to
Yeah.
go down to 54.5.
No.
Hmm.
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 It's all right. I'm all right.
That's why we
Shut it,
wait on the
Mark.
setup. I know.
Damn it. I don't know what's wrong
That's
with
what
you
makes
today.
my job so easy as a moderator. We always have plenty of examples to show
Yeah.
and tell. I love show and tell.
Mark,
That's why
not show
I
and
asked
tell.
what you got in. I got tired of showing my mistakes today.
We have mistakes a lot.
Why would it be a mistake to get in here and mess with Joe wants to know over on TikTok Live? Because it's in the chop.
I'm going the wrong way.
It hasn't made a break and hold above the 9 yet. Here's a chance for that to happen. And we have, it's in a chop zone to start with. Winter channel. You got all this mess it's got to break up through. Can I make a few bucks like right now? Yes, you could. I'm about to hit the New York Open level, and I'm about to hit all these, see how all these candles stopped up here? If you can see an imaginary line, I could draw one there, but so I want a clear break and hold. This is broke, this is held, but is it got good energy? What do you see that candle doing? Gyrating up and down. I ain't convinced, right? I'm also looking at my L2 over here, and I don't see any large order that wants to pull it one way or the other. So they're fighting over every penny right now. So yes, that's why I would not enter, and that's what I come through, right? Would it be a mistake? I don't know if I go that far, but my potential, if you're a great scalper, if you're a master scalper, no, of course not. You can make money in this trade, but you got to be right on that button and be ready to get out of this trade and collect a few dollars, right? Could I jump in right now and ride this up maybe up to here? Well, the New York Open, we'll see how that wick touched that New York Open. See, right there's why I said I wouldn't get into that, right? So it just, you got to be quick on the trigger, and by the time you click it, right? I just wouldn't touch it right now. Yes, you're correct. The proper entry was back here further, right? So that was the way to do it. So just patience. It's patience waiting for the good setup. There's no reason to nickel dime yourself to death by 1,000 cuts if you don't have to. Remember, there's a fee, there's a transaction fee with every contract. So you got to make 2 to 3 ticks on a micro contract to break even. So so you got to have enough movement to break even. If you don't at least pay your 2 tick to 3 tick movement, which means from here, there's 75, there's 1, 2, 3. So it has to get this from here, it has to get up to here for you to break even because of the fees associated with the contract. So in other words, for me to make any decent money, it's got to hit this line and go above it, right? So that's what you got to watch out for. Now, if you're in an E-mini contract, it's a different story. Basically, you'd only have to go 1 tick, so you're in the money quicker. So that's why. Micro contracts, right? So that's why. We just want to wait, see what it's doing. It's diddling in the middle. It's in this channel. It's weak. It's just not going anywhere. I come over here and look at my L2 and see there's no large walls here that pull it either down or draw sellers upward. So in other words, they're nickel diming each other. They're fighting over the price, right? Back and forth, back and forth. And when they fight, stand toe to toe, and smack each other in the mouth, what happens to the candles? Absolutely nothing. They just sit there and bounce around a little bit without going anywhere. And that's called consolidation, when one side won't go further than the other. So now can you see why that's a mistake to get in that trade? As we've been talking, it hasn't gone anywhere, has it? About right back to where we were talking, right? Could a master scalper picked a couple bucks out of that if you're quick enough, right? And if it fills, your broker fills it fast enough. So is the choppiness in the market due to uncertainty in Apple earnings? Well, I will tell you that because of all the major corporations that were reporting this week, such as Microsoft and Meta, Apple, Caterpillar, all those, yes, the markets do kind of get choppy because they are waiting to see what kind of indication. Now, we've already had Microsoft and Meta, so have we got past over what we wanted to see? Probably. Now, Apple's a little different. It's not so much software based like Meta and Microsoft itself is, right? They're more of a software-ish type of company, where Apple has hardware and software, right? So they have their, everybody's going to be waiting to see what the iPhone sales were, and, where they expanded their markets, and what their profits were, what their earnings per share was, what their sales were. So yeah, I mean, we're only, half an hour, 40, maybe within the next hour. I'm not sure exactly what time I did know it, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. What time their earnings are released. It's after 4 o'clock. That I do know. I don't have it right here in front of me. I don't think. It's in the VIP Gold newsletter, though. I could bring that up and look at it. But anyways, yes. So that is a definite thing that caused chop this week. Plus, we had some economic numbers come out too on top of that. And yeah, we are close enough. So, but I mean, it doesn't matter. They can run the market up and down all they want right now because the earnings haven't come out yet. So,
Mark, do you ever play the Dow?
as a matter of fact, the answer to that question is yes. The whole group of us just kind of by accident played the Dow all together the other day.
Oh.
We were actually discussing the Dow in our live training our live Zoom call trading that paid members have access to from 8:30 to 4 every single day. And we were just happened to be in a trade when the thing broke out the other day, and we all just kind of like, nobody said, "Oh, jump in," right? We
I
don't do
think I
that.
remember hearing you guys because it was a
Yeah,
good
and
trade, so
it
everybody
was a
got in.
fantastic. It was like a perfect
Yeah.
EWO. Just
I was already
I'll
in
come
some
back in
my
an
thing.
hour and it's still running type of
Yeah.
EWO. One of those.
I was just
right?
looking at it just now and just
Yeah, look at the. Well, it had a good one here at 1 o'clock today. Look at this one. Look how nice that ran up.
Yeah.
It's not as choppy. The Dow is not as choppy as some of the other indices.
That's what I was wondering, if it's as volatile as
Well,
others.
it's what
Yeah.
it is right now. It's got a 23 ATR right now, but it's because it's in this chop. But look at these nice EWs up, down.
Now, what does that mean? A
back up.
23 ATR? What does that
That
mean?
means that is going to move 23 points or $23 in a 2-minute candle up and down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So why don't we get in that every time it says something like that?
Well,
What is
because it
like,
is
I don't.
volatile. It can come back and
Oh.
rip your face off too.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Because that movement can go 30 ticks in the wrong direction on the same
Right.
candle.
But that's why you
Just
look
in
at
the
all your
pre-buy.
indicators. That's why you look at your
There you
9. That's what
go.
your
Okay.
VWAP, your
Well,
200.
let's play a game here, CMAC.
Okay. All right.
All right,
Let's
Miss
play.
CMAC. When would you enter this? Tell me your criteria for entering this trade up, and what is your criteria for entering this trade down?
Okay, for up, over everything, over the VWAP, the 200, the 9, everything behind you, and the second candle being bigger than the one before it. But I would wait for the completion of that candle, and I would wait for it to be bigger than it is now. So I would wait on
Okay.
that. Down, opposite way, everything same thing, just under the VWAP, under the 200. Oh, look at that. Under all the 9, 21, 15 for the 9 and the 55. It looks like they're crossed, so I'd have to wait for it to be back in position where they're supposed to be for down.
Okay,
Go
I
ahead.
agree everything you said. What is my
Okay.
barrier to the upside right now?
You have let's see, I've never played this, so I don't have any lines, but I can make some lines right now.
Yeah.
At wall at, is that 41,065?
Okay, I'll buy that. Why? Because you have all these
It's
candles
touched
topped
there.
out here,
Yeah,
right?
it's touched there a few times and then gone, not made it through.
There you go.
Yep. And then
Okay,
it looks like it's on a down super trend still. It's showing a down super trend.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't usually use that, so I
all
don't
right,
know.
let me ask you a question. What do you think is going to happen right here, right now? It's hitting there. It hit there before, and pulled back. What do you think is going to happen here?
Wow, I think
Statistically.
it should be going through because it's the more times you hit it, the more,
Okay.
the weaker the wall gets.
Or it's just that strong of a point.
Or
that
it's
it just can't-
exactly.
All right, so
Yeah,
it's a
it could
wait
be.
and see to break and hold before we go jump and go
Yep.
low, right?
It would have to break and hold. Right now, it would have to break and hold 41,079. It would have to break and then hold that before I would get in.
Okay, well, that's conservative. Yes, that would be your.
That too
your break
conservative?
and your hold. Yeah, if you wait,
But
that's
it- but
about
it's
where
on
it
the-
would be.
But it's on that 2-minute EWO right now where it
Okay.
is ahead of everything. So
But
it
do we
could
just
be.
enter an EWO willy nilly without looking at the big picture?
No,
There
but
we
all the
go.
indicators look good except for that one wall.
There you go. So
Yeah.
you've already assessed the upward why you're going to wait, right?
Yeah.
Even though it tells you to enter now, we just don't do it blindly, right? We look at the big picture.
That's how it
Trusting
can
our
be tricky
indicators,
because it
where's our
tells you
double
everything says get in except that one thing that you might not be able to see if you haven't made lines before, if you're not looking at, people
I
might not
agree.
see that because I didn't make lines before, but yeah, so it's tricky,
There you go.
sneaky.
Here's your
Just
break.
flashed red
Here's your
too.
confirmation candle trying to form. Does
Yep.
it have energy?
No, it's trying, but
Promising, is it?
there it goes.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
no.
what's it doing? Yeah, there it goes.
Right down the toilet.
Now,
yes.
you get a cheer. Just a short one.
But
Not the
see,
full
you know
one.
why
Why?
I held out mostly?
Why?
Because I was talking to you and telling you all the things. See, if I wasn't just thinking it through to myself, I
Yep.
would have probably been in there.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I had other people to bounce it off of, so that
Well,
helped me.
you
think
should.
back.
I highly encourage you to be in your room by yourself, talking to yourself like a crazy person. I've been doing that more and more myself, talking my through a trade just like you did. And I hope you people watching for free on social media caught that. She talked away like she should. What's the barriers? There's a
But
little
myself
double
doesn't
top
always
here, but
listen.
there was candles here. She called out the level and said, wait
Myself
on the
wants to
break and
keep
hold.
myself
It didn't do
happy.
it. It pulled back.
Myself won't be as straightforward as you will. And it'll say, yeah, go ahead. It's fine. Screw it. It's fine.
Right.
See,
But
that's why it's
jumping
great
in
to have other
early.
people.
Now, is
Your
it,
group helps you so much.
now what do we got? Is it trying
Uh,
again?
Oh, got a big old doji.
Well,
It's trying, but they're fighting. The buyers and the
The
sellers.
Russell is lovely. I'm
that-
still in it.
To the
Okay.
Russell.
I held through that pullback.
You're
You're in
strong.
the
I
Russell.
know
That's
she
where
is.
we're looking at the Dow. So,
I know.
but that was a great job, Christina.
Thank you.
Good job,
analyzing
Christina.
it out
you.
loud, because sometimes that will stop you.
It does.
From
Yeah.
quick entry.
Yeah.
So
It holds you back.
look
Yeah.
at that trade there. That
You
is a
hear it out
beautiful
loud.
trade. Look at that. That time we were wasting over in there in the Dow, we could have been making money in the Russell.
Is it too
Right?
late? It's too late.
Well, I don't know. Is it?
I
Does
don't
it
know.
look
I'm
like it's a
not.
bad?
I'm
Is there
not
anything
there
that says
yet.
to get out of that trade if you're
Let me
already
go
in it?
look. No, I'm not in it. I want to get in it
Well, why? You just going to
because
jump
it
in
looks
again?
good.
Well, where's it approaching right now? Tell me what's the barrier to the upward.
Oh no, it's approaching. Well, no.
Christina
Yeah,
suffers
it's coming
from
up on a double
FOMO.
top. It's coming up on a double top
There
pretty
you
soon.
go.
So
That regression channel. Look at that. Look at that. Where did you learn how to do that?
only one place.
Where's that?
That would be AmericanDreamTrading.com. Yeah.
All right. There you go. Look at that.
I
Bam.
gotta start being more patient. Ugh.
You come to the right place.
That is my worst enemy, myself. I'm not patient. I'm just and that's when I'm sitting alone, when I'm not talking to anybody. That's what it is.
Well,
I gotta
talk to yourself. That's what I do.
Yeah, I gotta.
More often.
Yeah.
There you go, folks. Did you see how you talk yourself into a trade or not into one, right?
Talk yourself out of it.
Going in, right? She would have got pulled back right away on, right? So there you go.
Yeah, I'd be in the red and I'd be sitting through it and hoping it would go green and then it would go more red and then more red because I wouldn't be getting out and I don't like that about myself.
You know what?
Whoa, that was close.
All right. That was a real good real-time life example. And congratulations.
Thanks, Mark.
You're my second favorite.
All right. Thanks. I'll take it.
All right. So
this is a W. This is a W on the
social
Russell.
media. What did you think about that blow by blow description on whether or not for CMAC to enter that trade? Did you like that? We don't even charge extra for that stuff.
Right.
Oh, wait, you're getting it for free anyway, aren't you? Oh, okay. All right.
So
Good.
look at on the Russell, it's a W. What does that mean? Anything?
On what?
On the Russell. Is it the Russell? Yeah, on the Russell. It's a
There's
W.
Russell?
It's turned into a W. Yeah. Does that mean
Uh-huh.
anything? The W, or is that no?
Well, it's not a head and shoulder. Well, it was a head and shoulder
Kinda,
originally,
yeah.
but it's way up here.
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
like a guy being held up. He's got his arms up.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, what does that mean? There's a double top there, right?
Yeah.
So you got the real big one up above, even higher here, right? Up here at this level.
Double top. We don't know how far it's going to come down too. If we get in that trade to go down, we don't know how far it's going to go down. We can hope for what 25 to 50%.
Could be.
Could be. But if it comes back real fast, then that means it's weak.
It's in a channel, nice upward channel. Trend is up. I'm not worried about the trend going down. Now we are in power hour. We are in the last half hour of the day, right?
Yep.
So what does Coach tell us about trading at this time of the day?
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Right? Unless you're an experienced trader, right?
Yep.
So, or another way he could say it this way.
Mark, you're nuts.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. That rule is in place to help preserve your account, right? If you're a master trader, if you're a master scalper, then if that is truly you, then have at it. But if you're not, I mean, Coach himself doesn't trade in Power Hour. Why? Because you got 8 hours previous to that to trade, and when something's more, less chaotic. So, all right.
Oh, MNQ.
What about it?
It might be. I'm just looking at that candle.
What does this chart? What does this chart look like? Oh, wait, it looks just like the ES chart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks like the NQ chart.
Wait, look at it.
What would Mark say about this right now? MNQ. What would he say?
He'd probably say it's trash. But
trash. Which one would I'd rather? If I had to pick one right now, which one do you think I'd rather be in? I'd say the Russell, but
yeah, the Russell, because it's steady.
Steady but I'm not even saying get in this right now. It's at a point in decision if you weren't already in this.
It could be the top.
Look at that. See, it did not break and hold below the 9, so there was no reason to get out of that trade. And Dawn said she held through that pullback. Ooh, she is getting some nads on her. Oh my!
Diamond hands.
Dang.
Ooh, oh, diamond girl.
There you go. So, all right, who's got questions over there in TikTok land and YouTube, etc.? Type them into your thing. Oh, Keith's playing gold again. He's like me. He loves playing gold. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, that'd be make sure you stay awake. That trade there puts you to sleep. Again, I don't like trading metals after 2 o'clock because the volume drops so much. It's not meaning you can't make a few bucks, but it's like, just nothing there, right? Look at the L2. Is it even moving? It wants to maybe pull down to 34.0. It's at 34.6. There is a wall wanting to pull it down to 34 even, which is not that far from where it's at. Well, that's an 8/10 drop. That's a lot of money. And you got some sellers up at the 35.4. So you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place right now between buyers and sellers. So it's probably just going to consolidate there for a while. All right. It's going to have to break through this New York open level here before it can do anything. Right now, it's trapped between, it doesn't show up on the L2 now, but they moved 234.8. So 234.8 would be right there with it, right where it's at now. So yeah, it's gonna consolidate there. It's gonna go up and down just a little bit, but it's gonna hang out right there for now. Lost the volume at the end of the day. Yeah. Oh, what's ES doing? Nothing. What's NQ doing? Nothing. What's the Russell doing? Oh, it's stepping up again. It's back up to that level again, right? So. But what am I waiting for here, C-Mac? What would you do before entering this trade? What are you going to wait on? Instant decision. You still there?
I'm sorry. What were you talking about on the Russell?
On the Russell, RTY. If you're going to enter this trade.
I'm waiting for it to break that 1995.6. Am I on the right one? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, the right one. Okay. I was just looking around.
Wait for what?
I'm waiting for it to break and hold 1995.9.
There you go. That's all you get. Half a chew.
Yeah. Yeah, because it could be at the top, and I don't want to get in at the top.
There you go. Right? We don't know.
So it could take a few minutes because it's got to break, and then you got to need another 2 minute. I'm on the 2 minute though. Maybe it should be on the 1 minute.
Oh, well, that is a 1. Yeah. Well, I'm on a 1 for scalping, but yeah, I've been scalping lately on a 2 minute for some reason.
It takes too long though, the 2 minute candle. But still,
it's just 2 1 minute candles.
I know, but then it's 2 minutes. You got to wait in total. It's a long time. Long time.
Get a fidget spinner.
I got one. I've had mine for years. And I sit here and spin.
Yeah, see, you think I don't have one? Right here. I'll hold it up to the camera. Right there it is. Right there.
I don't see it. I don't see anything. I see your screen.
Well, you got to look at me in the corner of my screen.
I don't see that.
Oh, you don't see the live social media. That's right.
Yeah,
Got me
no.
one.
I'm in the group. I'm not on the YouTube.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what other questions we have. Thank you for all those likes and follows. I appreciate it. Thank you for those gifts. I can't see what them things that JJ sent are. I don't know what they are. I'm not that cool anyway. Figure it out. Oh, popular. Ooh, thank you for them popular gifts there, JJ. Look at that. See, Mac, somebody thinks I'm popular. Got some roses from JJ and Dr. One Fly sent. Thank you very much.
I'd send you stuff, Mark, but I can't over here because I'm just on the Zoom.
Oh, it's okay. It's the thought
So
that counts.
I'm giving you a thoughtful in my thoughts
Okay.
thing. Yes,
Good.
okay, there you go.
Let's take a quick look back here at GC, see what's going on. What did I say was going to happen? What was my last comment on gold? GC? Oh, it was going to consolidate because they're fighting over the price.
You said playing metals in the afternoon is kind of
No,
boring.
I didn't say play
Volume.
metals. I said I don't play metals.
Yeah, that's what I said. You said playing metals in the afternoon is boring. Like there's not enough volume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. See, I know. I was listening.
Okay. That's good. All right. Good. Oracle says, I have a red one too. Yeah. This one's all stainless steel. Weighs 0.2 of a pound. It don't sound like much, but when you hold it in your, this thing will literally, I had it spun 8 minutes and 12 seconds or 14 seconds the other day. My hand was about ready to fall off holding on to it. I just wanted to see how much it would spin. It's really heavy. Yeah, one of our members got us hooked on this.
Mine's kind of heavy. It's got like the three sides to it, and it's got a metal circle on each top and bottom of it. So it's kind of heavy. It's not heavy, but I don't know. Had it forever. I think since when my kids were in elementary school, I think that's when I got it because it was one of theirs. So that's 15
Going on
years.
15 minutes before the last 15 minutes of the trading day, and so watch for increased volatility popping up here, especially into indices. What am I trying to say here? The Dow, that's the word I was looking for. Trash. NASDAQ. Oh, NASDAQ's making a move to the downside. All right. Well, see, it's at a double bottom right now. Now we're getting some action. Yes, the S&P 500 is still bouncing off of VWAP into 200, but NASDAQ is trying to pull, so that might be an indication where the market might want to go. Well, we'll see. We're not going to make any presumptions here, right? So we'll see what happens. Right now, we're at the break. We've broken held to below VWAP. Not quite yet. I'm waiting on this candle, and it's also right at that bottom of the regression channel, or touching the bottom of the regression channel. So I want to see that break and hold below that. If it does that, I'm all in. I'm going in. Sell it, jump in. Now that's my plan. Now it doesn't look like it wants to do that. See how it bounced off that regression channel? This is part of Coach's 3.0 indicators that come with all your paid memberships. Again, you better go grab that diamond membership. That's our all-in-one membership. It is the mother lode of memberships. It's lifetime memberships for trading stocks, stock options, crypto, and futures. Crypto and futures, by the way, are their own standalone program. You can buy a lifetime membership for that for $4,000. But why would you do that when for $1,000 more, you could have a lifetime membership with every single thing and get the creme de la creme, the cat's meow, the mother lode, the kitchen sink of all memberships for $5,000. That's even less expensive than the VIP Gold lifetime, which is at $8,000. So I don't know why anybody would do that when you can get the lifetime for $5,000, at least today. Can't speak what's tomorrow's going to happen. Don't know. Sell the wife, sell the kids, sell the car, sell the neighbor's car, sell C-Mac's car. I don't care. Sell the kidney. If you could scrape up the money, I would highly recommend you grab that 5K offer. One time.
I'll sell my car. Anybody can buy it. 25,000. Boom. It's brand new. Take it.
There you go. So, all right. Well, So much for the downhill side on the Qs for right now, the NQs. Changed its mind. See? It bounced off that regression channel, broke. I can't believe it broke back above VWAP. Now it's breaking to the upside. Boy, if it can get above this 200, I just might take a stab at that. We'll see what happens here. If it can break and hold above the 200, that's showing me that it's definitely got power to get up there above that. Oh, look what it did. It's bumping its head on the 200 and coming back down.
Russell with the break. It's breaking, just
Russell
waiting.
with the break.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a break, but did it hold?
Barely. Well, it hasn't held yet.
Does it have a hold confirmation candle sitting on the shoulder of the previous candle?
Not yet.
Okay, well, there's a nice candle, but it's not really, so that's kind of a weaker.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's not a big one, but it broke that 1995.9.
Okay.
So now barely. Now we gotta wait for the next candle to see if it sits up on the shoulder and if it holds.
Sitting there watching the NQ, see if it's going to break and hold above the 200 here. There's my confirmation candle. Is it going to do it? Is it going to get energy? Can it break above the 55? We will see. Oh, it's losing its power. Come on, it's just a 55. That's not that hard to break through. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, right?
You can do it!
Squirrel!
And here we go. Is this going to have some oomph to it? Is it? Is it going to do it? Can it do it? Can it do it? I don't know. Can it do it?
I think the Russell's exhausted.
Let's see.
Gonna make it. Gonna make it.
I think I can. I think I can.
There we go. Now I got to watch through these double tops up here. I got to break through, right? See these right here? This is another area. It's going to break through all this mess that we talked about earlier, right? I'm up $150. I'm up $250. I'm up $325. I'm up $375. I'm up $400. Now I'm up $250. Now I'm down to $170. Now I'm down to $100. Now I'm down to $25. Now I'm back up to $225. Look at the gyrate. See, just can't break through that top. Is it going to do it?
You have to keep saying that word, that gyrate word. I hate that.
There we go. It gyrates.
I hate that word.
Watching the L2, there's no big walls to the upside that I can see at the moment. All right, there it is. Now here's where I might get out. I'm going to see this level here. If this pauses here, I'm getting out. I'm going to hold. I talk too much and I didn't get out. That's the problem, talking. I'm not watching my candle. Now I got to wait again. All right, now I'm back in the green. I want to see it eat that wick. Go ahead. Jump back up there. Pop, 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 pop. Come on.
You can do it!
Come on. There's another. Oh, look at that. There's another candle. They wanted to form another candle to the upside. I think I'm just going to take that $550. There we go. Cash. There we go.
I used to do about a week's worth of paper trading.
Wait for the break and hold above this, whatever that is, 219 level-ish, which will also be right here where the regression channel is. And look, I cashed out just the right time. That's pulling back. There you go. There you go. Grab them diamond memberships. Time's running out. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And who's out there is going to get that diamond membership today? AmericanDreamTrading.com. That's the only one I would even consider today. I mean, if you want to get into premium membership for $125 a month, that's fine, right? Have at it. You're limited on what you can get into, but at least it'll get you in the door, right? But you can go to our website, AmericanDreamTrading.com, and you can compare it. You can also go grab our free Discord, where you'll see a comparison chart over there, right? So.
The Russell took a turn. It's going down.
Well, it's only 10 minutes in the end of the day. It can go either way in a hurry. Hopefully nobody who was in
look
that,
at it though.
Hopefully anybody's in that locked into profits, took their money and went home, right?
Yep. Take the money and run. Dawn?
Yay. I think giving any of it back on Hopium. If it goes back up, you can re-enter. Dawn.
Hey, Dawn.
Anyhow.
I'm in to the downside now.
Very nice.
Oh, look at her. Ooh. Wow.
You are watching a master at work.
Look at that. She had the wherewithal to flip it. Flip the script to the downside. Look. Oh, I'm sitting there listening to her do it, and I'm not even in it myself. Oh, well. It's okay. Look at that. Oh, let's take a quick peek at gold. What's gold doing? Oh, look at that. Gold got a little bit of a pop up to VWAP and pulled off a VWAP. It's coming back up to test VWAP. Getting some energy, as a matter of fact. I haven't seen it do this for a while. Broke out of that consolidation to the upside. Young man, if you're still in this trade, attaboy. You get a clap. Oh, cheer. Here's a clap. Or you got out at VWAP. All right. What's going on? Oh, look at that. Russell to the downside. Oh, what a thing of beauty. Broke through the regression channel, and it's going down, down, down. Down, down, down. You know how the rest goes.
2-minute EWO on it. All the indicators aren't right yet, but they're trying.
See what I mean? No big walls to the downside, so I would use those New York Open, and it just bounced off as a level, which would also be a little minor double bottom down there that it bounced off of. I would have locked in my profits there. If it happens to retreat 50%, then okay, it might go back down to the downside. But hopefully you locked in your profits because you got trained at AmericanDreamTrading.com. All right, Keith. Wow. Keith shed it at VWAP. Let's see if he's still in that. Ooh. I hope you did more than shed at VWAP the second time. Anyway, I'm sure Dawn locked in her profits there at that bottom bounce on that double bottom and is wrapping her money in rubber bands right now so she can call the Brinks truck and come pick it up. Good job, Dawn. What else we got here? Okay, we got about 6.5 minutes left in the market. Expect increased volatility. Again, if you're not an experienced trader, you should not be in trading at this time of the day. It is a very good way to wreck your account.
Yes, I did lock them in.
That a girl, I knew you did. Why?
You are watching a master at work.
She is a master. Yes.
Oh, thank you, Mark.
Oh.
I learned from the best.
Yep, Coach is the best.
Coach, Palm, you, Ange.
You.
Oh.
You're the one that teaches others how to do this.
That's right, Dawn. You learn most when you're teaching. You've learned so much.
You
my
can
God.
join one of our moderators, who you hear talking now is Dawn, in the aftermarket show starting at 5 p.m. today, each and every day, over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Check it out. You can join over there with a live mic and join into conversation. You can even turn your camera on when you join the panel over there. Or if you're bashful, you could just type it in, your questions and comments, into the chat box. That starts 1 hour after this program ends at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, the Aftermarket Show with Dawn, or as she's also known as, JJ Video Reacts. Check it out. Don't tell her I sent you. Just said you heard it from the futures. Don't mention my name because she gets irate when you say my name. Say Ange's name. Say Ange sent you.
I don't believe him.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a good show. It's very entertaining. The aftermarket's more laid back. You can actually discuss your trades because you're not in here all stressed out actually conducting your trades, right? You're not distracted and all that. So check it out.
Come on over. Sometimes we play games like stock market trivia or stock market hangman, or we will do fill in the blanks. You know, yesterday we did a build your own checklist so that people are prepared before they go into trades. So yeah, we focus on coaches' strategies in a fun way, you know? And sometimes we talk about movies.
And sometimes we just talk about each other.
Yeah, Mark's fidget spinners and yeah.
You know, day trading, you can't be serious 100% of the time. You gotta let your hair down once in a while.
That's right.
Fortunately, I'm not able to do that because I am not genetically disposed to letting my hair down.
Oh,
You can
Mark, this is
see,
beautiful.
I only have
To
a
the
few little
outside.
hairs left, so you know.
Keep dropping, baby.
Oh, look at gold testing VWAP again. Anyway, one of Coach's rules, by the way, is not to be trading during this time period in the market. If you're in a trade at this time and you're not an experienced trader, you are now breaking one of Coach's rules. That rule is there to present. Oh, look at that. Holy moly. Now it's at 200. Watch for a bounce on the 200. Watch for a bounce on the 200. Breaks that, you got clear down to VWAP to maybe get, right? It's got to break and hold below the 200. You have about 3 minutes left in the main trading day. Again, the futures markets close at 5 p.m. Eastern, so you can trade this till 4:45. And then it reopens at 6 p.m. Eastern time tonight.
Quick question, Mark.
Quick question.
4:15, is that when the intraday pricing ends?
Correct. You need to be out of this
Okay.
trade way before 4:15, or you have to have the after hours trading margins. So you definitely want to make sure you're completely out before that. I would not ride this past 4 o'clock, personally.
Thank you. Yep.
But now, can you trade it up to 4:14 in 55 seconds? I don't know. Never done it. Maybe they close it out before it gets there. I don't know that for sure. But yes, the new overnight margins kick in at 4:15.
Gotcha.
Till 9 a.m. tomorrow. Look at that pull below the 9. Oh, there's your confirmation candle. Is it going to do it? I don't know. There's no big walls. Pull it down. Maybe
The bid side is
85.
popping off on the L2.
Mm-hmm. 85.3. Wants to pull down to 85.3, which is about where it's at, where the wick's at right now. What else you got? That's about it. That's gonna hang right here for a second because that's got a little minor double bottom if you draw straight across from earlier where it paused. So well, that's nothing though, nothing I would worry about. It's going to pause there for a second and it's going to head down to VWAP. It wants to get to VWAP. Can you feel it? Do you know it? You now have 1 minute and 3 seconds for the market general session closes.
I rode ES all the way down to that massive double bottom.
Holy cow, look at that. Look at that. There we go.
In and out, locking in profits the whole way.
All right, you now have 30 seconds before 4 o'clock. The market closes. Anything could happen. I would lock in your profits, take your ball and go home. But, you know, I'm not allowed to give you financial investment or tax advice. That was just a personal opinion. There it is at VWAP. There it is at VWAP. What happens at VWAP a lot of times? Does it pull back? Well, it doesn't want to pull back right now. It just blew right by it like it wasn't even there. Now it's at the previous week's high. Look for a bounce. Back to VWAP. There's a
Just
bounce.
locked in the profits at that bounce.
There you go. That's how we do it.
Yeah, baby.
That is how we do it. But Mark, how did you know that was going to happen? Because
You are watching a master at
all I
work.
can say, right?
That was fun. That was a fun trade.
All right. Hopefully you guys learned a little things here. You heard us talk through some actual trades live as they happened. Those are the things that we do on a daily basis around here. It's just another part of day trading and using the education and the training that we get from Coach and the other training moderators every single day. Membership does have its advantage. One last time, you better head over there to AmericanDreamTrading.com. Grab that diamond membership. It's a $5,000 one-time payment. Includes every membership that we have all rolled in one. never pay a dime again for the rest of your life. Any new programs that come out are automatically included. Anything and everything is included in that one membership. What just happened there in Jones? Well, what happened there was a sell-off at the end of the market. People wanting to take their money, take their ball, go home. So I thank you all for being here. Make sure anybody you come in contact for the rest of the day that TikTok feed just died just now. That you what was I going to say? Oh, make sure anybody come in contact the rest of the day that you try to leave lasting positive memories with them, because you don't know what's really behind their smile. I thank you. We'll be here again tomorrow, as we are live 3 times. Coach is live from 9 to 11. I'm live from 2 to 4 p.m. with the Futures in Education Training Program, and starting at 5 o'clock today, the Aftermarket Show with Don over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Check it out. Thank you all for being here. We will see you tomorrow, same time, same bet channel. Bye.